Happy Wednesday, everybody.
So you're in a hurry? Well, you better calm down. We're all friends around you, just join the fun. 'Cause if you're in a hurry, you're missing the point. Should enjoy the fruits of life instead of chasing coins. Because it's a beautiful day. Isn't so come on, let's play. Forget the rush, you're in and find a good spot. Sit down and join us as we sing a good song. Keep back, relax, and just follow along. Oh, we got plenty of time. Begin it easy, won't cost you a dime. Throw another log onto the fire. Because it's a beautiful day. And come on, let's play.
Good morning. Good morning. All right. I was just sharing it out. I hope that you took a moment to share it, put it on your timeline or your groups. Let's get this party started this morning. How's everybody doing? It's Wednesday, hump day, as our Deirdre says. Wacky Wednesday, as I like to say. Let's have some laughter today. Let's have some joy. Let's just go into our hearts and realize that we deserve to have fun. We deserve to have the most beautiful life we can have while we're in this human body. Good morning, Kathy Han. Good morning, Crystal Nobles. Where is everybody? There's our Marietta, my beautiful heart lady, and Isabel. Good morning, my friends. All right, so let's do our heart brain. Let's connect in by touching the heart center, bringing the focus in there. Slow down your breathing. And then add in the love. Just add in joy, warmth, compassion. Let's do this in silence for a moment. As you're in that silence, just really feel for that energy. Feel for what makes you, you. And that'll put a smile on your face, the authentic you. So we're going to do this in silence for just a moment. When we come back from that silence, I'd love for everyone to share what your I am statement is today. I am enough. I am worthy. I am doing the best I can with each moment of my life. I am not the person I used to be, but the person I am in this very moment. I am loving life. I am peace. Well, we've gained a few more people in here, but where is everybody? Come on in and say good morning if you're online with us. Rosalind, good morning. Deirdre, there you are. Yes, it is a wacky Wednesday hump day today. Kathy Hand, that's I am a spark of the divine. I am unconditional love. I am peace. Rick Morrow, good morning to you. Deirdre says, I am a litigant for love in the highest court of humanity. I love that. Oh my gosh, you all are so beautiful this morning. And what an amazing day this is. I stood out on the balcony this morning and just listened to the ocean and watched the waves roll in. That really soothes my soul. Those of you who know me know that the ocean, the beach is my Zen spot. That's where I go when I need to release, when I need to listen. And it really does help to be in that energy. But you don't need a physical beach or ocean. You can envision it, as I've been doing over the last year or so, as I was away from Florida. Just envision it, just see it, hear it, feel it, and it will be right there. Good morning, Leo. Good morning, Tammy Fisk. Morning, Kathy. Yes, I am. And I have actually marked days off my calendar so that I don't get any appointments set on those days. And I can have the time I need to just go sit in the energy of water and earth, because that's what happens when you go to the beach. You've got the water right there. You've got the sand, the earth that you can connect down into. And it's just been amazing. Isabel, I am worthy to change my life. Yes, indeed. We all, at any given moment, can make those choices to change. We don't have to wait for something to happen. We can bond over anything with each other. We don't have to have a catastrophic event. We can just together decide we're going to bring more love and light into the world. We can help each other to be stronger in each moment. We can help each other to look at the decisions we're making and see if maybe there's something else we need to look at. We need to look at it with a different perspective. Good afternoon, Miss Hope. Yes, thank you for being here. And how is our Zena? Did he go to school today? We all were lifting him up very high yesterday. So give us some good news, Hope. Yes, we have another birthday coming up. Emmy Fisk, so much love to you. All right, so I pulled a Kuan Yin card. I have no idea what it says. I haven't even looked at it yet. I just shuffled and pulled it out of the deck. But we're talking about feeding our soul, making the right choices, becoming who we want to be in each given moment. So cheers, everyone, and let's hear what Kuan Yin has to say. The Yin Empress. The Yin Empress brings peace, prosperity, and success to her beloved devotees. Your soul purpose includes healing and empowerment of the divine feminine. Yin Empress herself You gain power, assistance, and untold blessings in following your soul's purpose. You are lifted and supported in your sacred work now. Be at peace. You shall thrive. Okay, so there you have it. We have all the assistance that we need once we go inside and decide that we're going to look at our soul purpose. We're going to look at every moment what we're doing here. What are we doing here? And then ask the question, what do I need to know? What do I need to maybe tweak in my belief system? What do I need to think? What do I need to share? And how do I feel about that? So many times we listen to someone else giving us some inspiration, giving us some teaching, and we don't really ask the question, how do I feel about that? How is that working for me? Or is it even in my life? Do I need to look at that as a possibility in my life? So each moment when you think, because we do, we can't turn off our brain, we can't just stop thinking. So where are those thoughts taking you? And is that working for you? Is it something that really resonates? Is it lifting you up, up, up to a higher plane? Or are you listening to things that are bringing in the division, the separation, things that are judgmental, things that say, oh, that person was wrong? Well, maybe they were making a bad decision or a decision that wasn't uplifting. But using judgments and criticism only helps with separation. It doesn't help with cohesion and bringing us all together in the world. So as we listen and think those thoughts, each moment, is it working? Is it helping? Is it helping with the big picture of seeing the world coming together in peace? If we say we want peace, what are we doing about that? Are we doing anything? So look at your thoughts, look at what's happening inside, and see if it still works. See if maybe there's some old belief patterns in there that's bringing you to a point of criticism and judgment, or is it a belief system that everybody's equal? We were all born equal. We didn't come into this world with a knife or a fist ready to fight. We came in this world equally, full of love. Let's see what we got. Kathy, are you going to share some pictures of the ocean? Yeah, I've got to get out there some more. I had a full day Monday, so I didn't even get down to the beach. And yesterday was a windy day. Oh my goodness, I didn't even want to be out there by the water because the wind that was coming in was very cold for Florida, cold. Not for you guys up north where it's 30 degrees. But when the wind blows here in Florida and it drops below 80, then it gets kind of cold. And Hope says, Z is back in the saddle. Went to school this morning because of the beautiful P family lifting him up. Thank you, thank you. Oh, thank you, Hope, for letting us know that. We love to hear answered prayer on here. And when we get those answers, and it's something absolutely beautiful like this, it brings joy. It brings us all to the fact of knowing that prayers work, of seeing the guidance from above, and all of our hearts just pour that love forward, whoever it is that needs it. And when our little Zena needs it, we all step up to the plate, don't we? So thank you, Peas, for lifting up Hope and Zena every day. And thank you, Hope, for being here. I'm hoping that this means that your technology problem is solved and that you'll be able to come on in the morning or our morning, your afternoon, and that you can interact with us. And Hope, how are you doing? We've been lifting you up and praying for you to have some resolution with some physical issues. So just let us know that you're okay, or we still pray for resolution for those things that were happening. The Fae have arrived. Our beautiful Blue Jean is here. She always brings in the Fae energy, and her beautiful fur babies, Fancy Pants and Wagglebutt, are usually right there beside of her, either sleeping or dancing. So good morning, good morning. It's Wednesday. What have you got to laugh about today? Do you have a funny, do you have a memory of a time when something funny happened to you and you just smile about it? Or maybe there's a giggle or a laugh along the way. Was there a time when you had a belly laugh about something and it could have been the silliest, simplest thing in the world? But sometimes those are the best belly laughs. If we're laughing at ourselves or laughing at, let's say, an animal, which happens a lot, what does that look like for you? Anything that you want to share to raise the vibration in that positive way? Let's get Wacky Wednesday going here. Let's get some fun. Let's get some silly jokes and just have fun. That's what we're here for. My friend Bob Miller, bless him, I think of him so often. And when he was in his physical body, he would text me every day and he would say, life should be fun. What are you doing for fun today? And it was my constant reminder that I was supposed to have fun. So I'm here to constantly remind all of us of that fact, that this life we're living, it is so temporary. It's not going to last forever. This body, anyway, the soul is, but not the body. So while we're in this body temporarily, what are we doing? What are we doing? And are we expressing ourselves with humor? Good morning, Barbara Blom-Parla. Thank you for being here with us. Welcome to the Morning Cuppa. Welcome to the Angelic River Family. Annie Seven, hello to you. Let's see what Annie has to say after I sneeze. I felt it coming as soon as I walked outside and got a sniff of the ocean air. It was clearing my sinuses. Annie says, I have great news. I found a place and going to sign the lease today. Please continue to pray, and thank you all so much. Annie, oh my gosh, you just lifted the vibration so high. You have been on my heart. You've been in there where I see you in a place and I didn't know where it was. And I was just praying that that was reality. I was praying that we would hear these words from you, that you found a place to live. Thank you, thank you, thank you for sharing. And yes, congratulations. So yes, we will continue to pray that that place that you are going into will have amazing, wonderful energy, that it will be a place where you can just sit and immerse yourself in powerful spiritual energy. I'm so happy for you. Thank you for letting us know this morning. You almost messaged me last night. You were on my heart because I say the prayers before I go to bed at night. I go over everyone who's on the prayer list. And Annie, you have been so in my heart. And I know that need that you had, because I've been there before, needing to find a place, needing to find peace, needing to just be in a safe place. I've been in places where I didn't feel safe. I have been on the street. I have been in households where there was so much energy of anger and judgment and criticism, manipulation. So thank you for sharing that uplifting energy that you found your place. And I couldn't be happier for you. I'm so, so glad that that has happened. Grayson will have a yard. Oh, that makes me even happier. Earth energy, thank you. Wow. Okay, our vibration just got really lifted high. So did you all feel that? Did you feel that shift as soon as we knew that one of our P's is safe, that her son, her beautiful son, is going to have a yard to play in and be at peace himself? I love this. Thank you so much for sharing that. And good morning, Jennifer. Jennifer Langren is here. Okay, so what else you got? Let's keep this going. Let's keep the energy uplifting today. I am just over the moon right now with uplifting energy. I'm here at my Zen spot at the ocean. I'm getting to see some of the friends I haven't seen in almost 2 years, and just loving life. And look at what else is happening around me. The P's are finding peace. P's are finding answers to prayers as we all lift you up. Rochelle, good morning to you. And Rochelle says, Catherine and Jason had their baby, Isaiah, on the 15th of November. That was 2 days ago. And the baby is healthy at 6 pounds and 2 ounces. And they are all happy and healthy. Wow. I think this must be the day for hearing about answered prayer. We have Zena, we have Annie, and now we have Catherine that had her baby. Thank you. Thank you for all the answered prayer. Let's keep it going. Let's keep on keeping on. Let's keep lifting each other up and bring all the answers for all of us to hear about. So we all know that, yes, indeed, God is good. God is listening. When we lift those prayers up, we're not just speaking words, we're speaking from our heart. And that's the important part. And not only that, but we're giving gratitude. Giving gratitude before we even see those prayers being answered is that secret ingredient that brings it even faster to us. So yes, congratulations to all that have had answered prayer. And we certainly have missed our hope. Such a bright spot here with our family. Thank you. Thank you to everyone that prays, everyone that lifts up the situations that need to be resolved. And there are many. And as we look into our world and all the things that are going on there, because we can't just bury our head in the sand. We all know that there's a lot of discord. We all know that there's a lot of people disrespecting each other, bringing in the low vibration energy. So as we look at the world and we look at what's happening, let's don't look at it with judgment. Let's look at it with peace and love in our own hearts, wanting that for everyone out in the world, wanting each person that's adding to the problem and not the solution, wanting them to find that place of peace, wanting them to want to make a difference. You know, I ask the question so many times, how do you want to be remembered? When I'm working with somebody and coaching people on their life path and their progress, I always ask that question. How do you want to be remembered? So I'm asking all of you today, when you're no longer here on this earth plane, Maybe you have left behind the loved ones that knew you intimately. Maybe you're leaving behind friends and loved ones that wanted to know you better. What impact are you leaving? What legacy, what message did your life give to those loved ones? And was it a message of peace? Was it a message of unconditional love? Or are you leaving a message that the world's a hostile place? Look inside, look and see what message you're leaving, what impact you're having on the earth. Because we're either adding to the joy in the world, we're either adding to the positive energy, or we're bringing in more of the darkness, more of the sadness, more of the anxiety and the fear. Which one are you doing? Just ask yourself, how am I leaving a footprint here on the earth when I leave my body? And many people at the end of their life are asking that question as well. They're looking back before they leave, if they have the time to process that. They're looking back at the people they're leaving and how they interacted with them. And I believe that we do that once we leave our body. Once we go to the spirit realm, we have a time of looking back at our lifetime and seeing what our impact was, seeing how we affected others. Did we have somebody that we couldn't get along with and we were constantly at odds, constantly fighting, constantly arguing? Or are we looking back at all of those and saying, I just showed you love? So that's my choice, is to leave the struggles and leave the conflicts. Life's too short to fight over anything. It really is. We're only here for a second in the grand scheme of all time, of eternity. So in this second, just think of that. Just think of one of our linear seconds. What do you do with that moment? Are you laughing and smiling? Are you pouring love out of your heart? Or are you taking that second to add to the negativity? Are you in fear? Are you angry? And anger has a place. All of the emotions have a place. But is that what you want to leave behind? How you want to be remembered? That you were angry? I have loved ones, but that's my remembrance of them, was all the anger that was poured forth while they were alive, all the hurt, all the pain. So we make that decision. We make that choice. Are we going to use our second that we're here for uplifting energy, or are we going to go along with all of the negative flow? Let's see what we got going on. Well, hello, Juan Castan on YouTube from Argentina. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being here this morning and for adding to the positive. Anytime that I see somebody come in and bless us, that's adding to the positive. HeartMath Institute in California has been tracking the frequency and the vibration of our planet for years. That frequency is generated from all the inhabitants that are on Earth. Each one of us, every person, has a vibration. We have a frequency that goes out from us. That frequency is guided by our words, our thoughts, and our actions. So whatever you have going on, that's the frequency that you're putting into that collective soup of the whole planet. If you're blessing others, if you are lifting them up and saying, I love you, I care about you, and showing compassion, as Deirdre is confident that her legacy is compassion. And I agree, Deirdre, you have so much compassion for others. If that's the energy you're pouring into the world, then you're adding to the higher frequency. Not only that, but you're counterbalancing others who are staying in that low vibration, who choose to be in the hatred, the violence, the crime, the fear, the anxieties. So what do you choose? We make that decision every moment. Every day when we wake up, we decide what kind of day we're going to have. It's not just left up to something out there to decide your day. You decide your day. And when I got up this morning, as I do every morning when I get out of bed, or even before I get out of bed, I said the words, "Thank you, God, for another day. Thank you that I'm breathing, that I'm alive, that I'm here on this earth plane one more day to hopefully make a difference, to hopefully share a smile with somebody, to share a kind word, to bring in more warmth and more compassion and more love, and yes, more peace." How did you start your day? And it's a habit you can get into. It didn't just happen for me overnight. It was a change that evolved. It was a change that when I woke up and saw the, lack of a better word, the hell that I was living in, and I decided I didn't want to do that anymore. I didn't want to live a life where I was constantly being put down and abused mentally and emotionally. I took my power back and I stood up and I said, no more. I'm not going to live like that anymore. And that one choice, that one decision brought me to a higher place where I could then wake up in the morning and say, thank you, God. Thank you for my life. Because when I was immersed in all of that abuse, I wasn't thankful for my life. I wasn't even wanting to open my eyes. But now, here I am, having made that choice, having turned things around, and I can say, thank you, God, for a new day. I'm excited about this day. I'm excited about possibilities. I'm excited about love and peace and joy in my life. We make those choices. And we can help others make those choices by being a living example of peace and love and joy and having fun. It's all about having fun, right? When we have fun, we raise that vibration. So I'm here to tell you that it hasn't always been this way. So if you're one of those that say, oh, I can't say that in the morning, I can't say I'm thankful that another day has arrived, then why not look at the reason why you are not able to go into that place of gratefulness, of wanting to be here. Pat Moss arrived. Good afternoon, Pat. Oksana, good morning. Yes, it is Wacky Wednesday. Oh, Annie, I just share my life. That's all I can do. I can just share me. This is me. This is real and raw, and that's the only way I know to be. So thank you for your words. And thank you to all of you who share yourself. And I'd love to have more open discussions about how we have come to this place that we're in right now. If you're somebody that has gone through the fires, and probably that's all of us here, you've been through some kind of fire, you've been through some of the tests and some of the turbulent times in life, and now you're here. You are right here where you're supposed to be, where your spirit guided you to be. to wrap your arms around each other with love, to know that this is a safe place where you can come in and you're not going to be judged. You're not going to be looked down on. You're just going to be uplifted. And that's what we're doing. And that's what it is time to do, to put our prayers in there in the prayer circle and loving, loving, loving the answered prayers this morning. Thank you. Thank you to Hope. Thank you to Rochelle. Thank you to Annie. To those of you who have shared your answered prayers, that is so beautiful that we are seeing the resolution of things that were brought to us, that were placed in our prayer circle. And now look at what we get to do. We get to celebrate. We get to say yay on this beautiful, wacky Wednesday. We get our vibration lifted. I am so happy this morning that we continue to get answered prayer. We've been hearing it now almost every day. Someone comes in and says, my prayer was answered, and thank you. Thank you for praying. And that just means so much to me personally, but it means so much to all of us that are here gathered together. So keep on sharing, keep on letting us know that things are progressing in whatever your problem, your issue, your conflict is. And we have Oksana, who is going to lift us with a smile. What did one sweet potato say to another sweet potato? I am that I am. That's a good one. I'm going to keep that one. I'm going to put that in my book. I am that I am. Beautiful. All right, so let's get some prayers rolling in. I have the prayer book. I have names in here, and I always put a check mark by the ones that you let me know have come to fruition, have been answered. And so thank you for sharing when there is something that's resolved or that we no longer need to ask in a certain way. Then yes, indeed, we mark that in the book, and we know that we can give a celebration of that being lifted up and coming to fruition. So we're going to start at the beginning. We have our Prachetta and Prachir and Navriti that are in India. And the more I feel into that energy of them over there, across the pond, I just can't wait to be in their energy. I am so ready to be there and get my hugs from my family in India and see all of the beautiful, amazing places that they're going to take me to. Good morning, Mary. Thank you for being here. I am so excited. I get to see Mary today and be in her energy. I get to see Leo tonight at the Angel Circle. All right, back to the prayers. Billy and Tim, Sheila, Justin and Brandon, Gary, James, Loretta, Joanne Hill, Joanne Castillo and her daughter Jackie, Erica Hoppy and her family, Deirdre and Danya, Suzanne and her family, Jillian and Jackie, her daughters, and Jessa, her granddaughter, Denise Choka, Mary Etta and Ed, Leo Harley and his family, Lakshmi, DJ Blaze, Rick Morrow and Josie, Meg and Jim L'Oreal, Jean and Ron L'Oreal, Catherine Kovacs and her family and her fur babies, Jean Paul, Mary Jane, who is improving. I have a check mark by her name, Pam and Gordy, and Pam is doing better with some improvement. So I'm not going to check her name yet because we want her to come to the very best physical health that she can be in. And Jean, if you will, give us an update on Gordy. I haven't heard anything as far as how he's doing with his physical issues. Rosalind Good Vibes, Sally and Tony, Christina and her family, Kathy Hand and her family, Pat Moss and her family, her sister Susan, her grandchildren, Olivia and Tom, Becky in Michigan, Charlie and his family, Hope and Zena. We lift you up every day, but I'm putting a little check mark by Zena because we were really focused on him physically improving, and he did. Andrea Gregg, Annie Seven, and Grayson, and Regina and Adam. And Annie, I am so, so happy that you gave us the news about the answered prayer. Cassandra, Destiny Ortega, Gail Zimmerman and her husband, Nick. I'm going to try to get an update on Nick today. Jennifer Langren, her husband, Micah, and her brothers, Chuck and Ken. Oksana, praying for you, for Amber, for your mom, and for Jenna. Isabel, and Isabel shared with us yesterday that Lanita is doing better. Praying for Teresa and Inez, her children. Linda Lemieux, her husband, Dick. Stacy Small Lord, and her family, her husband, her children, and her mom, who is facing cancer right now. Our Blue Jean and her husband, Dave, and all their fur babies. Karen Palmer, her father, her husband and daughter. Grace Isis and her father, Edwin. Kathy Caputo, healing for her eye. Raymond, Rebecca and Phil, California fires and all the fires out west. And Jane, you don't know yet about Gordy. It's going Gordy hunting. Well, good. If he finds that man, then tell him to give us an update and give him our love. Tracy, Luz Orsini, Jebby, Jim, Ryan, Catherine, who broke her hip, Eric, who lost his mom, John, Tatiana, Brookie, and I heard from Brookie yesterday, so let's keep her lifted up in our prayers while she's here in Florida. The Girardi family, Jeanette and Ernie, Dawson, Winston G. Campbell, which is Hope's father, Sean, Angel, her husband Derek, going through cancer, Lily in Norway, her children, and her mother, Catherine, baby Wyatt, baby Haven, Drew, recovering from COVID, and Drew has a check mark, Darren Walker, Arthur Thompson, Elena, Tabby, Bill, Kelly, Jasmine, Anya, and Myra, her daughters, Alba, Mary Lou, Kathy's friends, Patty and Sonia, Kim Blood and her sister, Chris, Kathy's co-workers, Jen, Ashley, Nicole, and Valerie, Deirdre's sister, Steph, and her husband, Bob, Edwin, Joni, Adriel, Corinne, Tiago, Tony and her husband, Tam in Utah, Vicky, Ken, who is paralyzed, Kathy's cousins, Dottie and Don, Ruth Anderson and her family, Stephen, who lost his son, Tammy Fisk and her daughter, Michelle, suffering from breast cancer, Bo and Candy Hand, Billy's children, my nieces and nephews in Kentucky, Brittany Kiss, Crystal Nobles, her husband Dean, her boys Gabriel and Jacob, and Brody the dog, her, Rochelle's mom, Rose, Bob Rice, Soma, and Yatin. And Yatin got a miracle answer to his prayer, so he's got a check mark there. Julia Osborne, the Deerfield Valley in Vermont. Duran Rhea. Josie's dad, Chris, has a check mark. He's improving. Christina's friend, Karen, and her family. Eric Turner, Mira Rubin, Nick and his family, Jean, Cynthia, Helena, Edwina, the nieces and nephews, animals and fur babies in Kenya, Lulu the kitty, Sherry Gatewood and her brother-in-law Padama, Tammy Hill and her family, Phil B., Catherine, who was induced and had that baby. That's a big yay and a star. Lynn Gallagher, Antonio Papa with COVID, Elaine Armstrong, Dania Navarro, who had surgery. If someone can give us an update on that, I would appreciate it. Wendy, suffering from addiction in Florida. Wendy in the UK with COVID. Terry Wilderman and her family. Monsi's daughter, who is doing good. We had I don't know, it was a weird issue where she had appendicitis, but they didn't do surgery. So I don't know what's happening there, but she told us there is some improvement. Freddie with Down syndrome and cancer, Billy Joe with COVID, and Abha in India who lost her father. All right, so any of the others that you want to add in here? Oksana says prayers for her 10-year-old son, Maximus. I see him creating his own happy story, enjoying his school, his achievements, having fun, being successful and happy. So yes, Oksana, I will add Maximus in there. And Mary had a couple to put in here. Enlightenment and strength for JH. And for Mike S. You got it. Okay, so good morning, Charlie. And Joanne Casillo is here. Prayers that I can respond to a challenging situation with kindness and strength, keeping in mind some choices are hard and done with love. Indeed, Joanne, we're lifting you up for that. And the one that I didn't mention, I think we are doing heart healing for every day, is our planet and every inhabitant on this planet. Everyone that's here right now, everything that has energy in our world, we're lifting that up. So let's go into our hearts. And if you have someone that you didn't put in the prayer circle, but you're holding them close to you and close in your heart, just think of them as we're bringing in the healing energy. And that's what we're doing today. We're sending healing energy out. So take a breath into your heart. Make that connection, heart to heart, and from our heart to the source of all energy, which is God. So see the energy coming in, see the light coming from source, traveling directly into your heart. Hold on to that. Let it really be powerful inside of you. Let it wrap around all of your organs, all of your membranes, all of your cells, everything that's in your body. Let it feel the light. Let it be changed and shifted because this energy has come into you. Now that it's traveled the whole length of your body, exhale it back out. Breathe it out into the world. And breathe in the light again. Keep bringing in more light. As you give it out, bring it back in. And this time, when it comes in, Let it travel the whole length of your body again and go out the bottom of your feet. And just envision this with me. All of us gathered here together right now. We have 17 of you and me. All of us together, breathing at the same time, pouring that energy through the bottom of our feet, going into the center of Mother Earth. Let's see each other there. Let's see the hearts that are so full of love and compassion. Let's see the prayers and the wishes for Mother Earth. Now see the crystalline center that's there. Maybe one of those crystals spoke to you in that moment. As it drew you nearer, speak to it. Say thank you. Thank you for being part of the solution of peace. Thank you for pouring healing energy up through the earth plane to every inhabitant that exists on earth right now. Share your love for Mother Earth. Wrap your arms around her. Say, I love you. I want only the best for you. I want resolution to conflict. I want people respecting each other and honoring each other. That can only be achieved through the power of love. As that love drifts up from the center of earth and it comes up through the bottom of the feet and up into the heart. I want each person right now on earth to feel that, to feel they are loved. They do matter. Let's say those words to everyone that exists on the planet. You matter. Everyone. We can't leave one person out because everyone is in the collective. You matter. You are important. You are a soul inside of that human breathing body. And we love you. We open our arms to each person on the planet unconditionally because we're opening to their soul, not to the human being, but to the soul that's inside. And when we speak on the soul level, it impacts the human level. So can you do that? Can you lay aside any conflicts, any judgments, any feelings of being greater than or lesser than, and just love on the soul level? That's the only time we're going to have peace on earth, is when we can all do this unconditional love, when we can all do this heart healing. Not only is it healing the whole planet, it's healing inside of us. Let's bring it into your heart. If there's anything left in there that's unlike love, release it with your out breath. Let go of judgments and criticisms. Let go of anger and fear, anxiety, depression. Only love and light is welcome here. That's my motto. I encourage you all to look at that as something you can adopt for yourself. Only love and light is welcome inside of this heart. And now, with that beautiful clearing of energy, let's turn our attention to the prayer requests. Each one that was spoken, each one that was unspoken, but you're holding in your heart. Show that same unconditional love that we just gave to Mother Earth. Love on each other. Hold each other up. raise each one up with a higher vibration, asking for that person or animal or a planet to be seen, to be heard, and for whatever the need is, for it to be met for their best and highest good. And now let's bring our attention into each other. Those of us physically gathered together here in the circle, the peas in the pod. And let's just love each other. Let's give gratitude and love like we do every day. And we do it on the count of 3, 2, 1. Thank you. I love you. I love you so much. I pray that each person does some inner reflection today and finds out, can I let go of any judgment? Can I let go of any criticism? Can I let go of any idea of separation? It's an illusion. We are all one. We're all one in a big pea pod together. So let's get out of here and start blessing each other.
So you're in a hurry? Well, you better calm down. We're all friends around you, just join the fun. 'Cause if you're in a hurry, you're missing the point. You should enjoy the fruits of life instead of chasing coins. Because it's a beautiful day. Isn't
Thank you, Isabel. Yes,
So come on, let's play. Forget the rush you're in and find a good spot. Sit down and join us as we sing a good song. Keep back, relax, and just follow along. Oh, we got plenty of time. Taking it easy won't cost you a dime. Throw another log onto the fire. Because it's a beautiful day.
Yeah.
And come on, let's play.
Today. Liz on YouTube. Thank you for coming in. And Leo, Mary, Joanne, I will see you tonight. And all of you, I wish you a blessed day. Stay in your heart and stay blessed. And namaste.